Hello friends, before this video we had discussed what is ASP.NET, ASP.NET architecture and its component and characteristic of ASP.NET framework as well. In this video we will discuss ASP.NET application and page lifecycle. What is ASP.NET lifecycle? When an ASP.NET application is launched, there are number of steps which carried out. There are various stages of typical page lifecycle of an ASP.NET web application. Let's discuss all of these. Here is the various stages for ASP.NET lifecycle. First one, application start. Second, object creation. Third, HTTP application creation. Fourth, dispose. And at last, application end. Here is the diagram of ASP.NET lifecycle. Here is the various stages. Application start, after that object creation, after that HTTP application creation, and then dispose, after this application end. What is application start? The lifecycle of an ASP.NET application start when a request is made by the user. This request is to the web server for the ASP.NET application. This happens when the first user normally goes to the home page for the application for first time. During this time, there is a method called application_start which is executed by the web server. Usually in this method, all global variables are set to their default values. Second is object creation. The next stage is the creation of HTTP context, HTTP request and HTTP response by the web server. The HTTP context is just a container for HTTP request and HTTP response object. The HTTP request object contains information about the current user, including cookies and browser information. The HTTP response object contains the response that is sent to the client. Third is HTTP application creation. This object is created by the web server. This object is used to process each subsequent request sent to the application. For example, let's assume we have two web applications. One is a shopping cart application and other is a news website. For each application, we would have two HTTP application objects created. Any further request to each website would be processed by each HTTP application respectively. Fourth, dispose. This event is called before the application instance is destroyed. During this time, one can use this method to manually release any unmanaged resources. Application end. This is the final part of the application. In this part, the application is finally unloaded from the memory. So here is the whole ASP.NET lifecycle. Move to next. What is ASP.NET page lifecycle? Before we start this, we just need to clear about ASP.NET lifecycle and ASP.NET page lifecycle. Previously we have discussed ASP.NET application lifecycle and here we will discuss ASP.NET page lifecycle. The main difference between these, ASP.NET application lifecycle is different from the ASP.NET page lifecycle. This is related to the page lifecycle. Basically, the page is that we have created in ASP.NET application. Here are the some stages of page lifecycle. First is page request, second page start, third page initialization, fourth page load, fifth validation, sixth post-back event handling, seventh page rendering and last unload. Let's start with page request. This is when the page is first requested from the server. When the page is requested, the server check if it is requested for the first time. If yes, then it need to compile the page, parse the response and send it across to the user. If it is not the first time the page is requested, the cache is checked to see if the page output exists. If yes, that response is sent to the user. Page start. During this time, request and response object are created. The request object is used to hold all information which was sent when the page was requested. The response object is used to hold the information which is sent back to the user. Page initialization. During this time, all control on the web page is initialized. So, if you have any label, text box or any other control on the web form, they all are initialized. Page load. This is when the page is actually loaded with all the default values. So, if a text box is supposed to have default value, that value is loading during the page load time. Validation. Sometimes there can be some validation set on the form. For example, there can be validation which says that a list box should have a certain set of values. If the condition is false, then there should be an error in the loading page. Postback event handling. The event is triggered if the same page is being loaded again. Sometimes there can be situation that a user click on submit button on the page. In this case, the same page is displayed again. In such a case, the postback event handler is called. Page rendering. This happens just before all the response information is sent to the user. All the information on the form is saved and the result is sent to the user as a complete web page. Unload. Once the page output is sent to the user, there is no need to keep the ASP.NET Web Form object in memory. So, the unloading process removing all unwanted objects from the memory. So, here are the 8 steps which we have discussed here for ASP.NET Page Lifecycle. Thank you very much and keep watching. We will continue with new videos for ASP.NET and many more. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.